Hi, first year students. I'd like to begin our year by discussing art elements. In this video, we will speak to art elements and what is their role within our subject. One of the things before I carry on with art elements, I want you to ask yourself, wherever you are right now, what do I see? What is it that is around me? And how does that make me feel? All right. So with our subject, visual art, we're speaking to the sense of sight. What you see can also make you feel certain things. And as artists, as art teachers to be, we are encouraged to teach our students to see. And you, in this course, you will learn how to see. Are you aware of your environment? Are you aware of the little things that make up certain things around you? If, say, for instance, you go to your shower, you see that there are tiles placed together next to each other. And those tiles, what shape are they? What is between those tiles? Do you see line? What color are they? Do they therefore create a texture? What tone are they? So in this particular video, I'll be speaking to what do you see? And art elements guide us into seeing more than what we are confronted with. Let me start with the first art element called line. What is line? A lot of us ask ourselves. Some think of a ruler immediately, and some think of just a straight thing. But line is actually a continuous mark on a surface. You can end it whenever you want to end it. It can be dotted. It can be zigzag. It can therefore create a pattern. Line makes things interesting and it eventually creates texture. Let's, for example, look at this particular thing. Can you see line or do you just see comb? You see a comb. What is this? What do you see? Right? You can decide what you see. All right, just looking at line again. Let's look. Can you see line or you just see green things flowing on the surface of this cloth? I got some old cloths here, so don't worry about it. All right, what do you see? A line going left, a line going right, a line going up and down. And what does it therefore create? Doesn't it create squares? So now we start looking at how line can also create texture. Let's go on to texture. Texture is another art element. It's the second art element I'm going to talk about. And texture is how rough or how smooth a surface is, whether the way I see it or whether the way it feels when I touch it. Got a few things here. What is the texture of this? How does this appear to you? How does it feel to the eye? Does it feel smooth or does it feel rough? Smooth or does it feel rough? What do you see? Do you see lines crossing, therefore creating a texture, therefore creating shape? What do you see? All right, it's all up to you. And this is when we talk about texture, how rough or how smooth a surface appears or feels to the eye or to the hand. And then the next one, I'll talk about color. What color do you see? Some say see red. What color do you see? Some see red again. What color do you see? Okay, so when we talk about color, we are talking about primary colors, secondary colors, or tertiary colors. Remember primary colors, red, blue, and Some can finish this for me. All right, so you can finish that up for me. And secondary colors are created after you mix those primary colors, and we'll go through it at a later stage. All right, then we've got tone. Tone speaks again to what? Tones, light or dark pigments of that color. We've got a lighter tone of red. We've got a bolder type of tone of red, and we've got a very rich tone of red. So tone is how light or dark something or a color is. Okay, you've got blue, but different tones of blue. Okay, you will learn that sometimes you have to add a bit of white to a color to make it lighter, or you have to add black to that color to make it a bit darker. Okay, so we've got tone. And the last one that I wanted to speak to is shape. All right, so again, I'm coming back to this. What do you see? What shape do you see? I just grabbed things around my environment to show you that our environment where we find ourselves, we've got so many different art elements at play, but they need to work together so that there is balance. And that speaks again to the design principles. What shapes? Some see triangles, some see line forming triangles, some see a big squarey shape thing. What shape do you see? What shape do you see? And when we talk about this type of shape, we're talking about organic shape. We normally speak about what is this thing? Geometric shapes, and then we get organic shapes. And organic shapes, they speak to things like leaves, things that we find from nature, like ponds and dams. They don't have a particular shape. They are called organic because they speak to nature. All right, so I've covered all the 5 elements, and all of them work together to create an artwork that looks aesthetically pleasing or that looks very good. Okay, so you must then look around your house and think, what do I see? And we'll talk to it on WhatsApp later today. Yeah, okay, enjoy your day, and we'll speak soon.